Hi everybody, I'm Brandy Martin, the owner of Feed Your Soul Fitness, and I have client Stephanie here. Stephanie, how long have you been a client?
I started, my first class I think was in June.
Okay, so just a couple of months.
Yep.
Stephanie is our client spotlight of the month because she has done leaps and bounds in her transformation, and we're going to talk a little bit about that today. First, what kind of sparked your interest into getting started at Feed Your Soul?
Well, I've been wanting to get training, lifting weights for a while. It's kind of like when my husband asked me, if we win the lottery, what would you do? And I was always like, I want to learn how to lift weights, and I don't have any idea how to get started. In my mind, it took a bunch of money and a personal trainer. One night I was scrolling Instagram. I honestly haven't seen an ad since, nor had I ever before. Feed Your Soul came up. I'm not kidding.
Okay.
And I thought, small group training. That's exactly what I've been looking for. And it was just time. It's been kind of my year of learning new things, so I took the leap and sent you an email, and then you hounded me for several weeks before I finally responded.
Well, so being a part of this training studio, what has shifted with your mindset around fitness, especially compared to other gym programs, workout programs you've done?
It's been a really long time since I've been in a gym, since my son was really little, and then I just had like a long 8, 9, 10-year break. But I think my favorite thing is the constant questions of how does this feel? How does your body feel? Not what am I telling you to do, because I love to follow directions. But actually going, no, can I do more? Or is this a day when I need to just back off and do body weight? It's helped me kind of trust myself a little bit more and given me some power back through this process that I thought was totally being offloaded to you.
Well, I agree, and the mind-body connection is a big part of what we do, because lifting weights, you can't just go through the motions. You've really got to pay attention.
Exactly.
Staying injury-free, being in the right form is important. So as far as being a part of this training studio, working out, how has this influenced other realms of your life as far as maybe your social life, your parenting life, being a spouse, working?
My mood is so excellent. It's crazy. I'm doing a work challenge too, so I'm counting macros right now, drinking a ton of water. And so in concert with everything, I just feel like nothing phases me anymore. It's really cool. I think getting the hard thing that you do, the hardest thing I do all day, most mornings, is here. And so then the rest of the day is just a piece of cake.
Yeah, that's a great mentality to have, because we all face stresses throughout our day, whether it is work or our spouse or our kids, and if we can kind of get that physical and mental strength going, especially first thing in the morning, it can certainly help.
Absolutely.
So what advice would you give to someone who's like on the fence about getting started? They're nervous, maybe they've had a bad experience, maybe it's been 10 years for them, about just getting started again.
Yeah. Well, specifically here at Feed Your Soul, I couldn't recommend it more. Everyone is kind. I had been thinking about how even if there's someone whose name I don't know, there's someone who you can just catch eyes with in the middle of class and go, oh my gosh. Or, high fives on the way out. It's just really encouraging, and you can say, hey coach, I'm really uncomfortable with this move, or hey coach, I'm about to try something that I failed at last time. I'm about to try to bench 75 pounds, which I did 3 sets of 8 yesterday after my first failure benching 75 pounds. So, yeah, it's just encouraging, and there's people here to help, and nobody wants you to get hurt. Everyone's got adaptations for anybody, and I couldn't recommend it more. It's just a welcoming environment, fun space, great classes, excellent music. Sometimes I have a hard time breathing instead of singing.
Well, I'm glad you're having such a good time, and you kind of answered my question, but just in case that wasn't the answer, the one thing I wanted to ask is, what are you the most proud of that you have accomplished in this process?
Well, I'll share a couple of, maybe body related wins. I was at a concert with my son a few weeks ago, and at one point he asked me to jump up and down, and I was so pleased that my calves were not sore the next day, nor was I out of breath. And then my second one was, during this challenge at work, we climbed the 25 flights of stairs up to our floor last week, and while I was coughing the rest of the day, I was not sore the next day. So the body, the trunk that I have built in the last several months, I'm just really proud. I just feel good, and
that's great. I like it when people can toot their own horns about what they've accomplished, and those non-scale victories and those little insertions into your life of, I recognize I can do this, I know I can do more of that. That's what's so powerful for you showing up as much as you do. Good job.
Thank you.